Hi again. I am going to do a medicine wheel with the Medicine Woman deck. I love this deck. It might be a little longer because I do need to read them because they're so insightful. I use this little, it's like a Celtic cross, but the medicine wheel is what they call it. So you've got, you use you're currently experiencing, the bridge that you're crossing, where you've experienced bridges, and then like there's the purification needed, the creative focus needed, what you'll be scrutinized, and that which you must act on with devotion. All right, let's get this. Okay, we're going to do a medicine wheel for the collective. Please show me the card of where they are at currently experiencing themselves. With the Ace of Pipes. Now I have that card that's the bridge that they're crossing. Wow, I love this deck, always does so well. Seven of Pipes, which the pipes are I believe the fire. And now that which will be experienced when the bridge is crossed, the number 3 card. What will be experienced when the bridge is crossed? Card for when the bridge is crossed. What the collective will be experiencing when the bridge is crossed. Okay. Maybe the card for the bridge. Aha. The 3 of Bowls, which is, bowls are, the water. All right, now the purification needed or taking place if you choose to cross the bridge. That is too many cards. So many cards it keeps giving me. All right, the purification needed or taking place if you choose to cross the bridge, because we always have a choice to cross that bridge. Even if it's screaming at you, this is the best thing for you, it really is still your choice to take that, right? Come on, number 4. Aha, Dancer, which is the World card. So that's also Earth and North on this wheel. So we're getting number 5 here, which is the creative focus needed, which is the Apprentice of Stones. Stones are Earth. Apprentice, I believe, is the page. Yes. Number 6, that which must be scrutinized. That must be. And let's give us a card for the collective for that which must be scrutinized. Okay, 1 card for, on here they say the alms. The Trickster, which is also the Devil card. Now, that actually makes a lot of sense. Okay, number 7 is that which you must act on with devotion. Ace of Bowls. All right, and on the bottom of all that, we got the Sun, which is rebirth. So we'll get into that too, because underneath is, it's kind of the things that are hidden, or maybe what's not being seen, or what's driving it all, right? All right, so with the Ace of Pipes, and again, this is where you are at currently. I don't want to read all of it. I'm just trying to get to the lesson. Awaken to inner resources. See, she's lighting a pipe. The magic wand of creative / sexual energy is stirring. This is the kindling of desire. Depending on the level in which your consciousness resides, you are feeling one of the following: a strong need for personal space, increased awareness of your body, a deep drawing toward family or friends, and a desire to be part of a group that needs you, extra energy to express yourself, an overwhelming desire to do something useful and beneficial for the world, an urge to speak out, sing, or otherwise be heard, artistic inspiration, or an increased longing to merge with God. You may feel more than one of the above. It does go on to say here about puberty and menopause are 2 times in your life when the creative sexual energy column in your body is filled with excess energy. At this time, the universe gives you a boost of power to get on with your particular forms of self-expression. At other times, you must work spiritually to open up such energy gifts. You must open to love, inspiration, or higher consciousness. So yes, at this time, you're starting to really realize that you're wanting to do something. Everybody is different. You all have different things. This is a collective reading, as I like to say, so don't fit yourself into a box. They gave plenty of options, so, you know, it may be even something completely different, but there's this driving force in you. At the beginning, they have this little prayer: Great Spirit, I am ready. Great Spirit, I open my day with a prayer to you. I look to the east, to the rising sun, and I seek direction. It is springtime in my heart, and I am ready. I listen to your call and ready myself to receive the wand of power. Ignite in me the energy in creation. Inspire a life divine. Awaken in me in all possibilities. So something is stirring, and you're getting ready, right? Filling your pipe, getting ready to smoke it, and get on with your day, right? Or evening, whichever you like to partake. But it doesn't necessarily mean actually partaking in a substance. It could just be you're just gathering your resources, right? You're seeing what you need, the focus you need to go into. Ace, you know, is still the ace, just like any other tarot deck. It's that beginning, right? So, and the number 2 card is the bridge that you're crossing, which is the 7 of Pipes, right? 7 of Pipes, bridge that you're crossing. I also want to point this out, is the world. Okay, I don't necessarily see this as just an individual for you that I'm reading for or that's resonating, but I'd like you to step back and see this as the bigger picture, because we all are part of that bigger picture. So this is also, with that Ace of Pipes, the world is starting to see, the world is seeing, right, that there's something new dawning, right? There's a new spark, right? So the bridge that we all have to cross, let go. Success is but a moment's thrill. Do not be content to rest on the past, but celebrate all that was and is to come. It is easy to become complacent and to cease to expand. The more you can appreciate your achievements and quickly free your spirit once again to go on, the less the world will have to challenge your position. There is a competition for places of power that are held stubbornly. You are going to be asked to move, to grow, to continue your journey of self-awareness. So don't become attached to one stopping point. Love it while you are there, but do not hesitate to act again. Debilitating doubt creeps in at every level, stagnating the flow. Dance on them. Lift yourself to new heights. You have the energy and the experience to do so. The prayer on this is, I am able now to confront my fear of loss. In every creature, I find a friend hiding behind a mask of a beast. I have created In every creature I find a mask hiding behind a mask of a beast, a mask I have created by my fear. I am beginning to know that this truth in everything of which I am frightened. I celebrate my success in coming to that realization. Now I face the fear of loss of what I have discovered. Yet I know wisdom cannot be held by fear, and I must let go once again. I release my spirit and the spirits of all I encounter. I let go both of having and of losing, and go forward dancing free. So that is the bridge. And then that which you will be experienced when the bridge is crossed. Whoops. Is the Three of Bowls, right? That's what you're going to experience if you choose, if you have the courage to cross that bridge. Fear it has so much control over everybody, and it is used to control, right? It is put out there on so many ways to keep us small, to keep us from doing something bigger, to keep us from going out and doing something. So once we cross all of that, we got the Three of Bowls, which is the energy of water. It's just like the cups in the regular tarot. So the Three of Bowls, so the Three of Cups is like celebration, right? So in the Three of Bowls of this, spiritual kinship. The lesson of it is, can you attend to the needs of the group as a whole? This is the question asked by this card. Love is something to be shared. Kin or spiritual family are those people whose souls you have seen. They are not simply social contacts, business acquaintances, or necessarily people with common interests. Instead, they are people in whom you have recognized the invisible qualities of God. They have touched you emotionally, and you feel grateful. Now is the time to let them know how much you appreciate them. And then the prayer on this is, whenever others are gathered around me, I will celebrate our lives. I will celebrate our lives in groups, in front of others. Is never the time to criticize another, but to praise them. In this way, all are lifted up. As we share that which we like and appreciate about each other, our bowls are filled with heavenly grace. Let us be thankful together for all that we have been given as human beings on earth in this time. Let us share our bounty. Let us share our blessings. Only through sharing does abundance come. I mean, really, what you give is what you receive. And if you cross that bridge and you face your fears and you are like, you know what, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this as a collective, as a community, as an individual. And you can sit around with them and celebrate, right? I did a reading that I'm posted about, had the tower in it, and how the tower, things sometimes have to fall in order to rebuild them, right? And if you have this sharing, if you come together as a community and you can rebuild together, there's like a celebration in that. There's a community coming together, and you're helping each other and you're giving of each other without thinking about what you're going to be getting, because what you're getting is love, right? You're giving love and you're getting love. So the purification needed to taking place if you choose to cross this bridge is the Dancer. The purification needed. So we're going to read about the Dancer. It is the 21 card, which correlates with the world in tarot. Quick read. Attainment. That is the meaning of 21. The medicine woman energy is Dancer in the winds of time. I'm just going to read the affirmations on these. The present is my point of power. All light, all love, all energy pass through me now, creating ongoing beauty, balance, and awakening on the path toward infinite bliss. From death, the pause of perfect peace, I am born to dance on top of the world. So as in the purification needed, that's what you need to, how should I put this? See in yourself, right? In order to do this rebuilding of the world, you need to purify it also. And we are all part of it. So each person in the collective is very important to all of it. So it's about seeing the bigger picture, seeing, letting that purification, letting go of the fear, letting go of the hate and hate is born of fear, but letting go of all of that, right? It doesn't have any place where we're going. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next one. Apprentice of Stones, which is the creative focus needed or taking place. So where your creative focus is needed, right? And it happens to be the Apprentice of Stones. Again, it is the earth energy. It is the page. Yes, it is the page of correlation. So the lesson here is a person of higher status will take you under their wing. You are being led to one who will be a teacher of greater values or broader conceptions in regard to your relationship with the material world. Hidden powers of your materials may reveal themselves to you. You will begin to see how your work relates to the world as a whole, to the great cycle of life. Spend as much time as you can just attuning to the earth elements that make up your resources. Look deeply at the original idea underlying your work. See how the spirit flows through you and through what you do in the world. The prayers I have heard the creatures of earth calling. I have heard the sounds of the wind and felt the sun. I have listened to the whisper of trees and seen colors wink and light my way. I am in tune to earth and heed her call. Now I can tell others. I can show the way to be quiet and tune into what is being said across the planet as I walk, to the cries of the dying and the birthing joy of a new day to come. I am a herald of the dawn. I have prepared the earth for renewal. The Great Mother continues to guide my way. I love that in this book, the story of the stones it's all the steps of about finding your, in this one, there is a lot of making things using resources of the earth. So like she makes necklaces, and then the courage to put them out there and give them away, and how she's being paid for them, this giving and receiving of her talent, right? Or his talent. Sorry, I'm not like trying to genderize anybody. We have both energies within us. So whenever I speak, and I try to say this at the beginning of every video, I'm not speaking of gender, it's that energy. The creative force does tend to go with the feminine energy because, the feminine energy bursts life. So that's usually where that goes, whereas the masculine energy is more the action. All right, so yes, seek that wisdom. And page, in the tarot is like after, you get 1 to 10, you've gone through this story, and then the page is kind of like starting again. It's like you're taking what you know, but you're starting again on a new path of that, with that wisdom. Learning something new. It can also be a message. On the alms, which is that which must be scrutinized for its benefit to or interference with your goal, which is the trickster, which in the tarot is the devil. So let's read what there it is really quick. Realization of bondage begets liberation. This medicine woman energy is captivated by the trickster. So I'm going to read the affirmation first. The primal will to heal, within me is strong than any thought, thing, person, disease, habit, or practice that attempts to rule my life. I do not fully realize my power to change all that. I do now fully realize my power to change all that appears to oppress me. The card speaks, I am the force given power when one assumes the attitude that the material world rules here. I am given power when you look only backward to that which has been your experience, and when you allow these previous apparent failures to rule your walking. Devil is lived, spelled back. Wait a minute. I missed the punctuation there. I am given power when you look only backward to that which has been your experience, and when you allow those previous apparent failures to rule your walking. Devil is lived, spelled backwards. It is living and looking only to what has been. In other words, it is really the opposite of living, which is the moving forward. You are chained by the point of view that is out there limits you. You can transmute this devil by realizing that the past can be transcended. Man, my words sometimes. So, to sum that up, that which must be scrutinized. Are you looking back at what has been? You know, the definition of sanity, when you keep trying the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, that's because you keep looking back at what you've done. Not, hey, that didn't work, so let's try something new. But this energy of the trickster is trying to keep you doing the same thing, keeping you the loops of the past, right? But, so that's what's to be scrutinized. Is something that you're doing, if it's not working, look at it. Why is it not working? What have I keep doing? Let's not do that anymore. Let's do something different, right? Now, the devotions card, that tongue-tied. That which you must act on with devotion, and to which you must give your most unselfish love. This is like a ritual discipline thing. So it is the Ace of Bowls. Again, it's the cups, you know, your feelings and all of that stuff. But in here, an ace obviously is that beginning. So let's find the Ace of Bowls. Oh, sorry. Pipes are not, pipes are the air, not the fire, because the fire is arrows in here. So, air, still fits. Ace of Bowls. The lesson in here is, inside you there is a giver of love. You may think of this giver as higher than you, other than you, more godly, pure, an essence of spirit, but you can only find her through yourself. You must go inside, dwell in your inner space in order to make contact. Inner and outer are simply convenient thought constructs that order our world a certain way. It does not matter which way you perceive yourself to be going. God is in every direction. The Ace of Bowls asks you to recognize your ability to be in touch with the giver of love and recognize that you are extension of that one. What you offer anyone or any situation is a gift from that giver if you are dwelling in that place of love inside of yourself. I'm going to read the prayer. In our hearts we are peace. Within us dwells the spirit which brings joy to all who would seek the highest good. It is the best for ourselves and others. The divine perfection is already within our beings. The hand of inner helpers is always ready to reach out and lift us up. We must, however, ask for this help. We must pause to find that peaceful place within. There does the divine indwell. We must pause to find that peaceful place within. There does the divine idea dwell. If we reach out, offering love to others, our spiritual gifts are pulled up from within and reach our consciousness. As we give, the inner waters flow and guide us to harmony. The nectar of infinite love is already in our hearts. From this I drink deeply now. So that which you must act on with devotion. Your heart. Your heart. That's where you must act from. From love. Love is the most... Actually, authentic is actually the highest. Authenticity is the highest vibration, but love is right there too. Because you really can't do authentic without this love. And you can't, and love is best through authenticity. So that is where you must act on with devotion. Is your heart what's in here? Again, on this last reading I did with the tarot earlier, the first card that came out was the Page of Cups, where the little fish is like whispering to her or him, like whispers of your heart. So listen to your heart. And again, I'm going to correct myself again on this pipes versus arrows. I'm going to go back here and check because I get them confused. I don't know how really important this is, but I don't like to say things that aren't true. Stones, earth, pipes are fire, arrows are air, and bowls are water. So underneath, we got the rebirth. Where am I at? I'm at 26 minutes. Okay, rebirth. Really quick, because underneath is this driving force, right? The Sun card. I love this card. It's probably don't need to read it, but I'm going to, because the sun is the sun. It's where we get our power, right? It's where we get our life force. We can't live here without it. So the number and meaning of 19, early stage of adeptship, medicine women energy, rebirth of the living spirit. I'm just going to read the affirmation. I am reborn, a child of light, aglow with inner vitality. Sun, Father, Earth, Mother, I am yours. It is all things great and small. I see the beauty of your divine expression. Yes. So, if you need to what am I trying to say here? The driving force behind, like I said, the whole life here on this planet is the sun. And it constantly renews, and this earth is constantly changing. And sometimes it sends out some pretty massive energy to recalibrate this planet when it's needed. It gives us downloads and all kinds of things that is very necessary, and we're at this time of rebirth, right? So it makes sense that that was at the bottom of the deck. I'm getting super tongue-tied, so I think it's time to close this out. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day, and you are remembering what a divine, amazing being you are.